This was an unusual assignment in all sorts of ways, not just meeting Black Power members on their own turf, but talking to them about a taboo subject, their drug use. And even more unusual, these hardcore gangsters were telling me that they were determined to free themselves from drug dependency forever. What won't surprise you, though, is their use of the occasional swear word. Just thought I'd warn you. Not far from Wellington's affluent harbourside suburbs, an unlikely experiment is about to take place. A group of the capital city's Black Power members have signed up to a new policy, a kaupapa, that will determine their future. It's a future in complete opposition to what you might expect from hardened gang members. They are aiming to become methamphetamine-free. To get there, they're putting themselves through compulsory drug tests, the sort of thing you'd expect in prison and many workplaces. And for the first time, they are making the results public. Is this a voluntary drug test or is this compulsory?
Well, it's voluntarily compulsory.
You're making them do it?
No, they don't have to do it, but that'll indicate to us that that they aren't part of the kaupapa.
What's the mood like in there tonight? Are people a bit nervous?
Well, it's actually, everyone is quite confident. We'll see the result at the end of it, but I'm confident that the boys that have said that they are clean, are clean.
Do you think that there's maybe a risk that people might the mood might change if the results don't come back as positively as you might hope?
Basically, we've said that if any results come back positive, that we will support that person into rehab. And if they don't want to be supported into rehab, then they are welcome to join any other club that they want.
You're going to kick them out of your group?
No, they'll be invited to join any other club.
That's semantics, though, Eugene. You'll boot them.
No, we won't do that.
Give them another chance and see how that goes.
Chance, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll walk you as far as I can, eh? And we'll catch up with you afterwards. Has everyone turned up that you thought was going to?
Yes.
These Black Power members here tonight have said they're committed to kicking methamphetamine addiction. They say the drug is too destructive to their families. They believe the testing is a first for gangs, but they are understandably a bit touchy about it. So we can't go inside the meeting here tonight. We had organised access to do so, but a few people are a little bit nervous and they'd rather take the swab tests and urine tests in private. So we're gonna wait outside, see how that all goes down, and hopefully catch up with Eugene afterwards. G'day, Pete. Hi. Few people know a life of addiction better than Pete Nuku. All up, he's spent 22 years in prison. But that did nothing to prevent a decades-long relationship with methamphetamine.
Over the years, I've never listened to anyone. I just did what I wanted to do. And
what was that?
Smoking crack, stepping people up, that sort of stuff.
How often would you smoke crack?
Probably 4 times a week.
4 times a week?
Yeah.
Every week?
Every day, possibly.
So you were absolutely addicted?
I was really addicted.
What did methamphetamine do to you?
I could be on it for 4 or 5 days.
Without sleeping for that long?
Yeah.
And what does that do to you mentally?
Fucks you up, eh? It does, eh?
Pete tried rehab, but it didn't work. Partly because for him it was like being incarcerated again. His plan this time around is to go cold turkey. But because of his history, the others aren't sure he can change his ways and give it up permanently.
Well, initially I thought we were making a mistake by having him involved, and I wasn't sure he actually heard what our kaupapa was. But then I thought that, well, we all thought that, you know, if Pete could get it through this, then that'll be the best example to others that you know that this addiction can be beaten.
Long-time Black Power member Eugene Ryder is the driving force behind this tough new stance on methamphetamine.
So I introduced the idea of us taking a drug test, and there was an interesting reaction to that. It's not something that we consider kind of normal everyday life for us, so it was a challenge.
How did the group respond?
Drug tests are usually associated with the police or prison systems, so it was a novelty. You know, it was something that none of our members had actually voluntarily done in their lives.
So, 6 months ago, these same gang members tested themselves, but the results were kept private. Anyone who tested positive was given the opportunity to seek help to kick their addiction. But now, it's D-Day, and everyone inside knows tonight's results will be made public. And the results are in. How did it go?
Oh, it was great. It went great. So there were no positive tests.
No positive
No,
tests.
everyone positive, negative. So yeah, we're quite happy about that.
Wow. That's a huge result for you.
It
How
is.
do you feel about it?
Oh, we feel great. We feel great. We're going to celebrate that. There's a couple of guys that we thought might be challenged with it, but they put some effort into addressing their habits. So yeah, it's great news.
The public sitting at home might say that's a really good PR story for Black Power. How do we know that you're not pulling the wool over my eyes?
Well, you don't know, and we don't actually care. What we know is that we've said that we're going to do something about our habit, and we've done something about it.
We'd love to go and meet some of the guys.
Yeah, come on.
Can we
Come on.
Can we say hello and,
Yes,
and
of
maybe
course
have
you
a
can.
chat to them about
Are you just going
their
to come
journey? Inside is a world usually reserved for patched members and their families. It's a rare insight into what's often considered a greatly feared gang of thugs. Pete, who openly admitted being a violent addict, might look staunch, but he's pretty happy with himself. Going cold turkey has worked. He's passed this test.
Good to see that, all the brothers' systems are cleared, because at the end of the day, flex the beast and fuck the rest.
Pete's brother Loops has also driven this kaupapa, and he's proud of them all.
That gives for everybody. But make a man proud.
For tonight, for this group of Black Power, methamphetamine has been beaten, and we're invited to share a drink and some food to celebrate. Maybe it's not what you'd expect gang members to be celebrating, but everyone seems genuinely buoyed by the results. But is it real? Does it stand up to scrutiny? Is it a possibility that some of your guys aren't smoking it but are selling it?
What we've asked our guys to do is keep methamphetamine out of their lifestyle, and they've agreed to do that.
You know, many people out there may think that Black Power make a lot of money selling methamphetamine.
Yeah, they may. Yeah.
Is Black Power selling meth?
Not that I'm aware of. I know that none of our members are selling meth, and we've decided that that's not going to be a part of our lifestyle.
Were they?
Well, so our guys were doing what they can to survive. Most were on the benefit most of their lives. Some of them are now working full time. So no, I've yet to see any of our members financially secure through selling any kind of drug.
But it's the damage that using the drug has inflicted on these Black Power families that's led to this initiative. Their story is that they want people to see them as human, people like any others. And they say the upside of being methamphetamine-free is already evident.
None of our guys have been arrested since we started this kaupapa, and that's something that we hadn't really looked at, but it's a fact.
In the last 6 months?
In the last 6 months.
And what would be typical of them usually?
Well, for some members of our community, it was a weekly occurrence.
Does it feel like a big moment?
It's a huge moment. It's a huge achievement. My mind's at ease now. For us, it ain't tolerated anymore. We won't accept it, and we don't smoke it or sell it whatsoever. It's no pay, no selling it. Simple as that.
Now, this group do want to stress that they're speaking only for themselves, not the wider Black Power membership. And actually, since we filmed this, one of the members has fallen off the wagon. He tested positive in a random test. But Eugene does tell me that he's got one more chance to clean up, and so far he is doing well.